allow tonight's gentle tale to carry you softly to sleep. Clarity in the Moonlit Meadow. This story is about Bellflower, a human seeking clarity, who finds wisdom and peace through an encounter with a wise beetle named Azalea in a moonlit meadow. In the heart of a vast, moonlit meadow, a human named Bellflower wandered amidst the tall, whispering grasses. Bellflower was known for her deep thoughts and quiet demeanor, often found lost in the beauty of nature. One night, as she walked barefoot on the deep ground, she encountered a beetle named Azalea. Azalea was no ordinary beetle. She had a shimmering green shell that reflected the moonlight, and an air of wisdom about her. "Good evening, Bellflower," said Azalea, her voice soft but clear. "What brings you out on such a serene night?" Bellflower, surprised that the beetle knew her name, replied, "I seek clarity, Azalea. My mind is clouded with worries and uncertainties." Azalea nodded understandingly, her antennaes swayed gently. "Come with me, and perhaps the night will reveal its secrets to you," she said. Together, they ventured further into the meadow, where the grasses parted to reveal a small pond, its surface smooth as glass. Azalea paused at the water's edge. "Look into the pond," she instructed, "and tell me what you see." Bellflower gazed into the water, seeing not just her reflection, but the vastness of the sky above, dotted with stars. "I see the heavens reflected in the water," she whispered. Azalea smiled. "Just as the pond reflects the sky, so too can clarity reflect in your mind. Let go of your worries, and the answers will become clear." Bellflower closed her eyes, took a deep breath, and upon opening them, felt a sense of peace and understanding. "Thank you, Azalea. You've shown me the way," she said gratefully. From that night on, whenever Bellflower felt overwhelmed, she would return to the pond where she found clarity, never forgetting the wise beetle's words. And so, under the gentle guidance of a small, green beetle, Bellflower discovered the serenity she sought. Let's embrace the next chapter of tonight's journey. The Lantana's Forest Adventure. This story is about a young human named Sedge and a joyful sprite named Lantana, who share a magical adventure in a vibrant and enchanted forest. In a land where the trees whispered ancient secrets and the air was perpetually sweet with the scent of blooming flowers, there lived a young human named Sedge. He was a curious boy with an insatiable thirst for adventure. One dusk, as the sky painted itself in hues of lavender and rose, Sedge ventured deeper into the forest than he ever had before. The forest was alive with the symphony of chirping crickets and the occasional hoot of an owl. As Sedge walked, the shadows seemed to dance, and the leaves rustled as if whispering tales of old. Suddenly, a soft twinkling light appeared before him. He floated and twinkled like a star, moving gracefully through the trees. Intrigued, Sedge followed the light. The light led him to a small, enchanted clearing. In the center stood a tiny creature with wings that sparkled like shards of a rainbow. "Meow," Sedge Mouth, the creature said, with a voice like tinkling bells. "I am Lantana, a joyful sprite. I've been waiting for you," said Happle's eyes widened in amazement. "You know my name?" he asked astonished. "Of course, I am Lantana," replied. "I know the name of every being in this forest," Sedge out with a wave of her hand. The clearing transformed. The trees and plants around them shimmered with life. Sedge saw flowers blooming and butterflies fluttering, painted with colors he had never seen before. "This is the heart of the forest," Lantana explained. "It's a place of magic and wonder," too. Sedge felt a warmth in his heart. "It's cheerful, he whispered. Lantana's eyes twinkled. "Would you like to see more, son?" she asked. Sedge nodded eagerly. They journeyed through the forest, where Lantana showed Sedge how to understand the language of the trees and the secrets of the gentle brook. They danced with the fireflies and laughed with the birds, their spirits soaring. As the night grew darker, Lantana brought Sedge to a tall, ancient tree. "This is the tree of dreams, Owen," she said softly. "Fold its bark and close your eyes." Shipping Sedge did as told, and a feeling of peace washed over him. He saw visions of the future, of happiness and love, and a world where humans and nature live in harmony. When he opened his eyes, Lantana was smiling at him. "Always remember, Sedge, the magic of the forest is within you." Sedge nodded solemnly. "It will, Lantana." Thank you to March as the first light of dawn broke through the trees, Sedge found his way back home, forever changed by his adventure. The forest, with its mysteries and marvels, would always be a part of him, and whenever he needed to find his way, he only needed to close his eyes and remember Lantana's words. The end. June 10. Let's move gently into another comforting story. Catalia and Binka, A Tale of Hope. This story is about the friendship between a girl named Kawaii and a firefly named Binka, who overcome darkness through hope and unity. Once upon a time, in a serene village nestled between rolling hills, there lived a young girl named Kawaii. She had golden hair that shimmered in the sunlight and sparkling blue eyes that reflected the sky. Every evening, Kawaii would walk through the meadows to catch a glimpse of the fireflies as they began to glow. Among them was Binka, a tiny firefly with a luminescence brighter than all the rest. Binka admired Kawaii curiosity and began to follow her on her nightly walks. They shared a silent friendship, their hearts connected by the magic of the twilight hours. One summer evening, a great darkness fell upon the village. Thick clouds blocked the moon and stars, plunging the village into an eerie gloom. Kawaii felt an unfamiliar sadness, her heart weighed down by the oppressive darkness. As she wandered into the meadow, seeking solace, she noticed Binky's light flickering dimly. The little firefly was struggling to stay alive. Driven by a desire to help her luminous friend, Kawaii whispered words of encouragement. "Ethan, you can do it. Binka, shine bright and lead the way." Binka summoned all her strength, her glow intensifying with each word of hope. Slowly, the meadow began to illuminate as Binky's light grew stronger, piercing through the darkness. Other fireflies, inspired by Binky's bravery, began to glow again, filling the night with shimmering light. The village soon awoke to the soft, warm glow of 1,000 fireflies, and the oppressive darkness was banished. Kawaii smiled, her heart swelling with pride and happiness as she witnessed the power of hope and unity. From that night, the bond between Kawaii and Binka grew even stronger. They continued their evening walks, with Kawaii forever touched by the lesson that even the smallest light can overcome the greatest darkness. And so, under the starlit skies of the serene village, Kawaii and Binky's tale of hope and friendship inspired all who heard it. Let's settle into another soothing story. Bluebell and Kishri's Magical Surprise. This story is about a girl named Bluebell and her squirrel friend Petria, who discover the magical rainbow tree and bring its enchanting surprise to their village. In a small village, where meadows stretched as far as the eye could see, lived a curious and kind-hearted girl named Bluebell. Gail had always been enchanted by the beauty of nature, and made friends with all the creatures of the woods. Among her many friends, her best friend was a lively squirrel named Petria. Petria was known for her bushy tail and sparkling eyes, always full of mischief and wonder. This autumn morning, Bluebell and Petria set off on an adventure to find the legendary rainbow tree, a tree said to bloom with flowers of every color and grant a single heartfelt wish. They wandered through forests painted in shades of gold and orange, sharing laughter and dreams. The path to the rainbow tree was not easy, and they had to cross babbling brooks and climb steep hills, all the while helping each other with words of encouragement and tender care. As the sun began to set, casting a golden hue over the world, Bluebell and Petrie finally stumbled upon the rainbow tree, with its branches adorned in hues that danced in the fading light. The tree stood like a dream come true. In reverent silence, Bluebell held Petrie's paw and whispered her wish to the tree. All of a sudden, the air filled with twinkling lights and the scent of spring blossoms. Petrie's eyes grew wide with amazement as a warm glow surrounded them. In that moment, they knew their wish was fulfilled. They rushed home, eager to see if the magic had worked. As they approached Bluebell's cozy cottage, they were met with the sight of a garden blooming with flowers in every color of the rainbow. Bluebell's family stood in awe, their faces lit with joy and disbelief. From that day forward, the garden became a place of wonder, where the villagers gathered to celebrate love and friendship. Bluebell and Katria had not only found the rainbow tree but had brought its magic to their home, creating a surprise that would be remembered for generations. Good night, may peace be with you through the night.